Hey guys, Andy Kembo Floyd here. Just thought I'd stop in this morning to share a couple thoughts about how we can help the people we love help us. Writing is one of those things that most people don't know anything about. They don't really know how even the process of writing works, but much less, maybe I would say, the behind the scenes of what it is to be a writer. So they don't necessarily know, for example, that we might write for an hour, maybe 2, maybe 3 hours a day, but that the rest of the time, that doesn't mean we're doing nothing. So we might be doing marketing work, we might be doing other kinds of work that makes us money. We might simply be doing things like reading books and going to museums and taking walks because that refills our writer's soul. So we have to help people understand things like that. So one of the things that you can do is just explain to people that it takes far more time to create the ideas for the writing than it does to actually write them down. And so writing isn't just the definition, isn't just putting words on the page, but it's a broader idea. We can help people if we help them understand that. Been helpful sometimes for me to say 1/3 of my writing life is actually putting words on the page, and 2/3 is a whole lot of other stuff that you might not ever see. So it's helpful to explain that. It's also helpful to explain to them things like why we ask for them to do reviews of our books. Sometimes they think people assume we do that because we want to boost our egos or make ourselves feel better. They don't know and wouldn't have any reason to know that reviews help sell books. I mean, literally in the sense that people read them and decide to buy them, but on places like Amazon, the number of reviews directly determines how visible your book is to people. So if you have 25 reviews, your book starts to get worked into Amazon's people who bought this also bought this kind of stuff. And at 50 reviews, it actually hits their radar for other kinds of promotions. So when we're asking people for reviews, we're actually asking them to help us with our business. And I think people don't necessarily understand that. Another thing we can help the people we love know is when we're going to be actually writing, so that putting the words down on the page piece. If we will tell them we're going to be away for an hour or 2 hours, especially if we're writing at times when other people we live with are home, it can be really helpful because there's not this expectation that you're just going to be done in a second. But there's also an awareness that you're not going to be in there for 12 hours. They are going to see you sometimes. This helps especially with young children. If you can say, mom is going to be in here for 30 minutes or dad is going to be in here for an hour, I will be out at this time. It can really help them and they want to help you. I don't think your children want to be disruptive. So they want to really help you reach your goals, but it's helpful to them to have some boundaries around that. One tip that someone once told me that I think is really smart is that they put a clock, like a paper version of a clock, on their door, and they move the hands to show their children what time they'll be out of the office. And that way the kids can see it, also helps them with their time telling skills. But they can also just see, okay, mom's going to be in there for 20 more minutes. So there are things that we can do to just really help the people we love help us. And it doesn't have to be pushy and it doesn't have to be ugly. Sometimes it's just about communicating really well what we're doing and why we need their help with it. And, they love us. So they're going to want to help us with that. So I hope that's helpful to you today. I'm Andy Cumba Floyd, and I hope you guys have a great day. Take care. Bye.